Anyone else just feel compelled to make something even when no one's actually asked you to make it? That's what this video is about today. But first, I wanted to share this morning shop moment with you. This ray comes in every morning about this time, but I can only see it through the camera, which I thought was cool. It's one of those don't sleep in or you'll miss it moments. Anyway, I thought it was beautiful and I just wanted to share it with you all. In my last video, I shared what I was using for a tripod, which was literally just clamps. My dad took one look at that setup and pretty much immediately snagged this gimbal as a Christmas gift for me. It's the DJI Mobile 8, and I'm already learning so much about how to use it and having fun with this follow me feature. You can't see him, but my dad is definitely laughing at me in the background here. Also, shout out to all the extra dads that decided to adopt me after my last video. This one is for y'all. Good looking out. You'll be happy to see that the hair is now up, the sleeves are now pulled, and no more safety squints. This is where I get my stop block sled lesson and learned words like kickback and how wood can get pinched between the fence and the blade, and one wrong move can send her flying, as Dad so eloquently demonstrates. So my stop block was exactly an inch thick, and I wanted the final length of the sign to be 14 inches, so I set my fence at 15 inches and proceeded to not chop my fingers off. So last summer, I started getting a very specific picture in my head around two very specific signs. The first one was this Psalm 23 set here that I recently finished, and the other is the one we're making today. So there was this inexplicable internal drive to make them that I haven't quite felt with any of my other projects or signs that I've made in the past. There was just this make them impulse that just kept coming back again and again, and I'm still figuring out if that's the Lord planting a seed of purpose in my heart or my completely overactive brain just running wild. But I think for most believers, hearing God's voice and developing the discernment to know that it's Him and not your own thoughts is obviously a lifetime pursuit. So I just decided to stop overthinking it and just listen and obey. And I am so glad you guys are here to see how it turns out. I'm making a stencil here with the Cricut machine and their Design Space software. Any vinyl stencil would do for this project. I've been using this particular method for many years, and honestly, there's nothing inherently remarkable or artistic about using a stencil to make something by hand. But for those like me who don't really consider themselves artistic necessarily, just crafty, for me, the stencil is just another tool, just like anything else in the shop. But so here you can see me using the transfer paper to get that vinyl onto the wood. And this left side, you can see the static just ripped the material right out of my hand. Thankfully, it landed perfectly, which was odd. But let me show you now on the right how it's supposed to look. So you just burnish and press everything down really well before you remove that transfer paper, which, by the way, you can use dozens of times before throwing it out. Just FYI, save yourself some dollars, my friend. So those look okay the way they were, but I like to take it a step further and paint over that vinyl, and you'll see why in just a minute. Make sure you're painting in very light coats to prevent bleed under the vinyl. Obviously, plenty of dry time. I think it took me 3 coats total. Now to show you why. I'm removing the vinyl letters now to reveal the stain underneath. Remember, kids, this is how it was done before the highly coveted lasers and CNC machines. It was one letter at a time. And I am naming it and claiming it though, y'all. I am going to have one of those big girl machines one day. But until then, this is the way. Um, Obviously, as with anything in life, not everything turns out the way you'd hoped for. These letters got all kinds of jacked up, but you pivot and you make the best of it. In this case, that one will hang in the shop instead. Now for my favorite part, or one of my favorite parts, sealing the signs. I'm using a Minwax polyacrylic, which is a water-based sealer, so it's pretty forgiving. One thing to note is to not make too many passes with your brush on a sealant. Just one nice even coat and then smooth it out. There is such a sense of accomplishment in being able to finally put a frame on something. My dad made this drum sander mitered jig, if you will, to shave off that last little bit of overhang so that I could get these as tight and as perfect as I could make them while I am still learning how to perfect mitered edges. So that's it. That's what my process is for making a sign. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There's a lot that I don't know about carpentry, and I am really excited for this blessing and this opportunity that I get to spend time in my backyard shop with my dad and share it with you guys. I started this channel because I wanted to kind of vlog my journey, so to speak, with my dad and learning things from him out here in his shop. All of this is his design, and one day I'm gonna give you guys a shop tour, which would be fun to do. But I wanted to make the vlog so that I had this memento for me and my dad, but hopefully you guys are getting something out of it too. Can't wait for the next one. Cheers.